Morning guys, or good day guys, depending on what time of the day it is for you. We're just going to show you today's install. It's on a Nissan Micra. This is our 9-inch screen, comes with a multitude of different options for this screen here. The frame's always the same. So what you get on the frame side of things, you get all this part here. These are the original here, and this is the original here. That has a button. So you get this frame, 2 holes there, 1 hole there, and it curves round the lower section of the panel down below there. So all this here, the screen, and then you can change the screen here. So we have 4-core and 8-core ones, which are basically, it comes in 4 different styles, all self-explanatory on the website if you check the videos and the specification. This is our 8-core style 3 system today. We always recommend going for an 8-core one. Only reason being now is because a lot of the apps these days need a bit of oomph in the processor, so 8-core is always adequate for that. Just ensures the system's fast and responsive. A lot of people ask about lag and stuff like that, and the only time you're going to get lag is if you go for the lower end, which is the 4-core, and you start using apps which need power, like Google Maps on the Android side. You'll find that it starts slowing down a bit, YouTube and all that, so it's not recommended going for 4-core unless you're just going to basically use it for like FM, AM, wireless, CarPlay, Android Auto, USB, stuff that doesn't need that much memory anyway. So what you're looking at now is the Android Auto screen, which is wireless. So if you're not familiar with Android Auto, it runs parallel with Apple's version of CarPlay. So it brings apps over from your phone onto like a hub app. So it brings all your navigation apps, your music apps, your text messaging apps, and your phone book and stuff like that to make calls over onto here. Good advantage of using this type of app, you can talk to it, so you can say, hey Google, or alternative, here you go, close, Google close. Or alternatively, if you've got an Apple phone, you can say, hey Siri, take me here, hey Siri, play this music, hey Siri, call this person, as you can do with the Google side of things too. Okay, so this is going back out to here, you press exit. So the system is an Android operating system, so it basically means you can use any phone. It doesn't mean you can't use Apple with Android. All it basically means, if you want an app and you want to download it, you have to go onto Google Play Store as opposed to the Apple Store. So if you've got an Apple phone, totally fine. Works Bluetooth, Bluetooth streaming for your music, Wi-Fi tethering, mirror link, and also wireless CarPlay. That will also link an Apple phone to it, as it does with Android phone too. So this is your main operating system interface here. This is your main menu. Gives you a little shortcut to your maps there. Shows miles per hour, goes to kmh and all if you wanted to. A little shortcut for the MP3 player, a shortcut for the radio player, and a few little navigation apps down here, which is basically you can customize these if you want. So if you wanted to bring over something from the original screen, then you can do that and just bring it onto your home page. So you can customize these to whatever you prefer. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of the apps on the system. Basically what you get for your money with this particular unit, and I'll just start off with these shortcuts down here. So there's your radio interface. So this is your FM AM radio. So that basically means what you get standard on the system. If you want digital radio, DAB radio, there's a few ways of getting it. One is you can stick the offline one, which is $39.99. Can be a little bit hit and miss, especially if your car's got heated windscreens. The antennas that go onto the windscreens are quite brittle, and there's a lot that can interfere with it, but you can link it to the car's original DAB antenna with an adapter we sell for £10 more. But for cars like Range Rover and stuff like that, your DAB module is always in the rear of the car, so it's a little bit hard to reach the adapter from the DAB kit all the way down to there. There is ways of doing it by putting an extension cable on the USB, but give us a shout for more details anyway. So this has RDS, so it does show the radio station names. It's just basically we've only just programmed in there, but it will show the station names once you go to them and stuff like that. So if I was to say, it does work with the steering wheel controls, as you can see. Well, you can't see me in the background. It does work with the steering wheel controls too. It does have RDS, just to show you here, so you can have RDS switched on or off. I assure you it does show the station names here, but what you tend to do is when you go into the channel, if it's got 100% reception, then the name comes up. It's just that we're just basically set it all up now. We just have to fine tune it. Okay, so that's your radio app. This is your Bluetooth app. This is the Android Bluetooth. So if you're using CarPlay Android Auto, then there's no need to use this one. This is your music app here. So if you want to put your albums onto a USB pen, you can play it through one of the USB cables of the system. Comes with 2 USB cables, so you can put your music or your movies onto there. Let me just show you. Let me just show the video. Oh, sorry, it's the video one there. So this is where your videos come through. Sometimes you get a demo on here. So let me see if there's anything on here that I can show you. So you can put your movies onto a pen drive and all. So if you've got any kids for long drives and stuff like that, you can play your movies through there. There's no demos on there, so I can't show you that today. File manager. This tends to be good if you're adding like apps on there which are not on the Play Store. So a lot of people put the IPTV on here, which is obviously on a USB pen, plug it in and it'll come up here. You can load it up through this app here. Equalizer, okay, this Style 3 comes with a DSP sound processor within it, which allows you to customize the sound output. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff you can play around with there. This CarLink here, which is your Android Auto CarPlay app here, and that's what I showed you on the beginning of the video. Okay, so that's just a shortcut for the Navi there. So that's pretty much just Google Maps. This is an online app, so you will need to give it an internet connection. You can stick a 4G SIM card into it, or alternatively turn your hotspot on your phone and link to the online Wi-Fi of the system. Let me go back out. So go into here, which is the App Center. These are all apps onto the system. This one here, I'm just going to bring a separate video to this one shortly. This is the Chinese App Store. So the good thing with this now is, in the past, when you've had the apps like Z-Link or CarLink, which is a Chinese app, you can't get them in the Play Store. So you'd always have to contact us in the past, like to get the app to update, and then you have to put it on a USB pen and do it all that way. This App Store now, you do need to give it an online internet connection. So this App Store is pretty good now because I haven't got an internet connection on it. But what this app will do when we link it up with an internet connection, it links you onto a Chinese hub. So it's all in English, but it shows you the apps on there which basically you can't get from the Play Store. So to keep the Z-Link or the CarPlay app up to date, it'll be in here, and then you install it onto the system. So that's a really good feature to have, just because over time, the more you update the OS on your phone, the less compatible that is if it's an older version. So to keep that up to date with the latest versions of the OS, you can do it through that system there, that app should I say. So this is your aux input. Not going to show anything today, but it does come with RCA in, AV ins, so to link if you want to link anything like TV boxes to it through them inputs, you can do. Calculator, self-explanatory, being through that one. These is that Chrome is just a browser, and also shows this one down here. Just 1 second, sorry, I'm pressing too quick here. So it's this one here, the Google one. Gallery, no idea, maybe it's just a preset into Android, that operating system, putting pictures on there and stuff like that. So just a little show you how quick and fast and responsive it is. You can see it's pretty much going at the speed of my finger there anyway, so that's how quick it is. Just a demo app, we'll go through that one there. This is Google Maps, this is where your music is. Your navigation shortcut, which you can do on your home page. There's your operation guide. Sometimes you don't get paper guides with these no more. The only reason being is because the factories tend to put it onto the system itself. So there's your user guide for it anyway. Play Store, that's your Google Play Store. Once you sign in, you'll have access to the Play Store. If you're an Android phone user, simply log into the same Android details you've got on your phone, and then you have access to all the apps and stuff that you've got on your phone, and you can download. If you're an Apple user, simply log in with an email address and password. You don't have to put your card details to it, not unless you're paying for an app, or just choose free apps. You don't need to put any card details to it. Radio, your FM AM radio, steering wheel control setup. Obviously we use that today to set up the steering wheel controls. Touch assist, which is just a little silly dot up here you can get rid of. It's a bit annoying for some people, shows that, but you can get shut of that by doing that there. Let's have a little look what else. Got your video, and you got your YouTube, which you're probably watching this video on. Just go into settings, which is just the back end settings here. Just shows a lot of stuff where you can just alter the display sound and all that type of stuff. Factory password 3368. You don't really need to touch any of that without our backup. So before you start playing around with this menu, always contact us before you change stuff, just to make sure it doesn't knock anything off. User is your backup and reset. So if you ever need to do a factory reset, 3368 again, and you just choose this option down here. Erase all data. That's if you're selling the car on, or the system picks up the odd connection bug, which it can. Sometimes it's just better to do a factory reset and just go back to day one and then set everything up again. It's very rare you need to do that. And there's your about device, which might be important to you. So it's got Android 15 on at the moment anyway. So Hope you liked the video, guys. I'll bring it to an end here, and if you've got any you need any information from it, just follow the link down below or drop us a comment in the thingy. Subscribe to our channel also, guys. Always bring you little tips, videos and new products and stuff like that. So hope to see you soon. Take care, have a nice day.